Hello everyone, welcome to the Elliott Wave Forecast.com YouTube channel. My name is Henry. Today is Wednesday, February 12th. The time is around 4:30 a.m. GMT. So today we're going to be looking at the chart of the Aussie US dollars right here. This is a 30 minutes chart, and we can see Aussie dollars ended 5 waves down. So this is 3, 4, 5, and this 5 waves down ended with 1 in the higher degree. Okay, so what that means is that the pair currently is in the wave 2 in the blue degree with 2 pounds. Now the wave 2 pounds is currently in progress, right? And you can see right here this rally here can be labeled as a 5 waves ending with 1 in the black degree. Okay, so in other words, the bounce here is going to be in the form of a zigzag. Zigzag, as you know, is an ABC in which the A is going to be subdivided into a 5 waves, right? So that A is in progress right now. We got 1 of 5, 2 of 5. Now we label this 2 of 5, but it's a little bit too shallow, to be honest. But it has already made new high. So unless this new high is part of a flat, in which we can do something like this. If it is a flat, all right, if it is an expanded flat, we can do something like this. And then we label it as a flat, right? So unless it is part of a flat, then that suggests that we could be already ending this with 2 and then starting the next leg higher, right? But either way, whether with 2 ended here or whether we have another leg lower from the with 2, either way, as far as we stay above here, the implication is that as far as we stay above here, we could see another leg higher to correct this, to correct the 5 ways down. So let's take a look. It is a little bit complex in terms of multi different time frames. So depending on your horizon, it's going to be giving you a couple of different outlook. Okay. So if we take a look at the higher degree now, let me go to the 4-hour. So this is partial label. Alright, so if you want to have a complete label, full label on 26 instrument, and actually we cover 72 instrument, you can always try our service. We have 14 days free trial. We'll provide the link in the description of the video below. So here we can see I'm putting the 4, 3, and 5 and 1 in blue that we see earlier in the 1 hour chart, right? This 3 in red, 4 in red, 5 in red, 1 in blue. That's your 3 in red, 4 in red, 5 in red, 1 in blue, right? So that means we have a 5 waves down, like I've been saying. If this is 3, 4, 5, then where is the 5 waves? Then if you take a look at the higher degree 4 hour, you can see in the 5 waves. So that is your 1 and 2, and the starting point is going to be December 31st, 2019, right? So that's the starting point here of the cycle. That is a 5 waves. So based on what the chart here is showing in the 30 minutes, and I don't know what happened here. Let me see. I lost the chart. Based on what the chart here is showing, all right. So that what that means is that again, we have ended the cycle, and so now we are in the wave 2, in the process of correcting this 5 waves down. Now the correction can be in any form. As of now, this is what we are proposing, but of course it is subject to change in terms of what the real structure is going to be, right? Subject to change on what the real structure is going to be. Now, for example, even though this is a possible correction, technically it doesn't have to be that much correction, right? It can be a shorter correction and then and then fall down again. So for example, let me give you an example of how we can change this. So you can see right here, now this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're labeling this with 1 of A. Right? So we are looking for a larger correction. Maybe it can go to, let's say, 50% retracement, and it can go to around 0.6840. However, like I said, it doesn't have to be that big, and you never know for sure how big the correction is going to be. For example, instead of wave 1 here, this could be your entire wave A. Why? Because you already have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you can upgrade the degree here, for example. Alright, you can upgrade the degree and calling this already wave A, and this is wave B, and then now you are already in the wave C to the upside. Okay, and if that's the case, then we don't need to be that big, only one leg higher. We could be ending with C and then ending your entire correction and then starting to fall. Alright, so it's important to know different time frames will have a different interpretation. If we look at it from the higher degree, the interpretation is that because you do see a 5 waves, so it is not technically bullish. It is not, because then this is only a correction, right? Now, but having said that, if the cycle ends and we can really let's say go to 50% retracement, then that's going to be a pretty decent sort of rally if that can happen. Now, of course, there's no guarantee how big the rally is going to be. Like I said, I'm presenting, for example, another possibility in which you have only 1, 2, 3 and then ends and then starts to go lower. Now in that case, we're gonna go to maybe in the previous wave 4 in the lesser degree and then starts to turn lower again. Now this is also possible because in the Elliott Wave principle, a lot of times we also see you know, that the correction goes to the wave 4 of the previous degree, ends there, and then starts to reverse again. All right, so in this case, again, what we can sort of conclude here with this limited rally and with this limited data as of now is the idea that this 5 waves down, the cycle is over, and then we can get at least a 3 bounce. Now, if you take a look here, okay, assuming this wave 5 waves down is really complete, okay, this is too shallow to be a wave 2. It is too shallow, right? It cannot be possible that the connector of the 5 waves down is only this shallow. So that means what we can conclude here is at least with the higher degree of possibility, if this cycle really ends, that at least we should be seeing a 3 bounce in which you know, I might say, okay, if this is my first leg, and let's say if this is really not a flat, right, because we make marginal high already, so if this is my B, so that means at least I can more or less expect a C leg to the upside, at least in some sort of a 3 waves here, so to allow another leg higher, maybe to go to the previous wave 4. Now, if it is going to fail and start to drop lower, then maybe this is another option, the area in which we can consider this wave 2 is not really that shallow anymore. If we can do another leg higher, and it can potentially really ends the whole cycle, the whole correction, before turning lower again, because let's say if US dollar, you know, becomes very strong, so that could possibly be the case that the the rally is not going to be that much. Alright, so I think for now that's what we can conclude in the shorter cycle with a little bit higher degree of probability. So instead of speculating on, you know, this is going to be rallying very big, suffice to say we can say that, okay, if the cycle is finished, then as far as we stay above 66.58, I think there is a good chance that we could see another leg higher again, at least in this kind of size of rally here, to the upside. All right, and also just to be clear that this B here is a little bit too shallow to correct this 5 waves, so we do already make a new high though, so being the most aggressive all the time, you know, you call the B completed, but of course we can technically also do a flat A, B, C, and then starting to, you know, like correct a little bit deeper on the B here, okay, before turning higher again. Now if it is doing a flat, doesn't really change the overall idea that if the 5 waves is completed, then as far as we stay above here, then I think there's a chance we can see at least one more leg higher. Okay, so I hope that is helpful, and if you do like this video, please do like and subscribe, and please consider taking our 14 days free trial to check our service. So I'll see you all again tomorrow. Have a nice day, everyone.